Hey, what's up, guys? It's Zane here, and now I'm just gonna be starting up a little series that I wanted to do for the new year. It's gonna be called Zane Talks or whatever. I might come up with a different name, who knows? But I'm pretty much just gonna be talking about random stuff, like stuff I find interesting or stuff that I think needs to be addressed, or just whatever you guys want me to talk about. I'll talk about it, whatever. But yeah, this episode is pretty much just gonna be about the community and why I think it really needs to, I don't know, step it up, because the way things have been going right now, it's bad. No, I want to make it clear that I'm not trying to like clown nobody, hate on anybody, or try to call people out or whatever. Just pretty much gonna talk about what I think about it, my opinions. Don't get hurt about it, whatever. But yeah, I pretty much just think like it's stale, because I've been in this community for almost 3 years now, and like at first, it was like pretty much like three different like generations or three levels. Like first start out with like the whole chilled out 2D type era, then like it came out with the over edits from like 2011, 2012, whatever, and then you have this this generation, this community, which is pretty much just flow. And I mean, it was cool. Like I respected it. Like when people like Yake or whatever first started doing it, I was like, okay, this is different. It's cool. I can feel it. And then like as more and more people started to like do this type of style and like became like more saturated, and everybody was trying to jump on this style, it started to get old, stale, stagnant. Like we wasn't really pushing forward like we should have as far as the community goes. And like I hate when I put out the edit, because like I try to keep my style, my style. Like that's why people enjoy my stuff or say like I stand out, I'm different. And it's just like I drop an edit, bam, oh, this edit's terrible, man, you're not up to standards, this dude's garbage. And I'm just like like I'm being creative, I'm doing something different, I'm staying away from what everybody else is doing, and yet I still get flack for it. But I mean, that's cool. I still got my supporters, and I appreciate that. And feedback is always up in the air. I always appreciate feedback, but it sucks, because like when people try to do something creative, try to do something different or unique, and they get shot down, like just like my boy Oakley boy. Pretty sure you guys have heard of him. Like when he I think he got second place in Abstractive Films editing contest last year, and he got crucified. Like people were like, what is this garbage? Why is he in AF? Da 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 da. And I'm just like, are you serious? Like this dude is putting in all this work, doing all this creative stuff, all this interesting things with his edits, and you guys want to complain about flow. I don't understand that. But I mean, it's just like it's the same thing. Like I can appreciate somebody, refining a style, and that's what they want to stick with because it, like, I don't know, defines who they are, or that's how they want to express themselves. I can understand it. I get that. But when it's just the same thing every single time, like, don't you guys get tired of it? I mean, I'm sure, you may enjoy the style or whatever. Or you see this and you're like, oh man, this is sick, I want to keep watching more like this. But when it's the same thing every single time by every single person in this entire community, it gets old. And that's pretty much just how I'm feeling about it. Like, let me see. Only people that I can say that I really enjoy that type of style from is you got Baizul, Spyra. I like his stuff. Let's see, SB, he's pretty cool. And like I can respect it because like they actually put in more work on this type of style. Like they actually add effects, creative stuff that they can actually express themselves with this type of style. But everybody else, it's still the same. Like, and some people try to come with me like, oh well, Zane, I creatively pan and crop my stuff, and it's different than how everybody. No. Like, excuse, like it's. I just can't. Like it's the same. Like aesthetically looking at it, it's the same. And like I just want to pretty much just challenge people to like go above and beyond, try and do something different, try to actually apply yourselves in editing, because there's so much more to editing than just panning and cropping, syncing, and adding a color correction. There's way more than that. Like, people need to understand that, like, if you're trying to like excel and be a better editor, you have to apply yourself and do way much more stuff than what you're currently doing right now. I had to take a sip of my water. But it's just, people just need to try to push themselves forward and not stay in the same type of area. But yeah, like I really don't know where this community is gonna go towards, where it's gonna head towards, or what. But I just really wish that, you know, things would get back to the way things were, you know, back in the day. Like when I first started up, like when you had people like A's and Fusion and Destin FX, like all these people doing all these crazy sick edits, and like everybody wanted to one up each other and like try to put out a different edit, different type of style that was like completely better than the other guy, because they wanted to, you know, have that type of, I don't know, bragging rights for them. And like that was sick. Like everybody was pretty much inspiring everybody else to try and do something different and try to come together as a community, but still like stand out with each other. But the way things are now is just, I don't see that at all. And like I said, I'm not trying to hate on nobody. I'm not trying to, you know, call you out and say like, oh, you guys are terrible, because, you know what I mean, obviously you guys put a lot of work into that type of style, so I'm not gonna like clown y'all for that. I just wish things were a little bit more creative and like more different as things went along or whatever. But yeah, that's that's pretty much just how I feel about this community. Like no one's really ever like said anything, you know, just like people argue about stuff in comments, but you know, no one really pays attention to that for real. But I just think, you know, all it takes is just somebody to say something, be like, okay, you know, maybe this dude knows what he's talking about, or, you know, maybe we should try and switch it up a little bit. But because like I said, you can still use the same style, it's just do something more with it. Like bring it out, make it unique, make it stand out, make it different than what everybody else is doing. Because when you do something that's exactly the same as everybody else, like your whole style is pretty much not yours at all. It's just you copying and pasting what somebody else is doing because they did it first or before you. So try to do stuff that makes you stand out, like make you, I don't know, achieve something that's higher than the previous guy that did it, instead of just settling for less and doing the bare minimums. But yeah, I don't want to rant for too long because I could probably go on for days about this current community or whatever. And yeah, but I also think that like people should like respect different styles more, instead of just automatically bashing and saying, oh, this is crap, this is terrible, you're not up to standards, da 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 da, when it's just like they're trying to do something on their own side. You know, you can't really call that bad, especially when you can't say exactly why it's bad. You know, that's just not a good practice. But yeah, I digress. Hopefully 2014 brings out some new stuff. Hopefully a new style might come and rise from the ashes, who knows. So what do you guys think about this whole community thing and how it's progressing or digressing or whatever? Because I'm curious to know, like, I mean, if you agree with me, don't agree, whatever, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, this has been Zane Talks, or Real Talk with Zane, or something. I don't know, I'll come up with something later once I do some brainstorming, see if you guys actually want this series to continue. But thank you guys for checking out this video, sitting there listening to me rant for about the past 10 minutes. And I will catch you guys later. Peace.